I want to pick up where we last left off, talking about the Cristero War. Again, that was a time period in Mexican history after the Revolution where the power of the Catholic Church was broken. Now, what had happened over time was after the conquest of Mexico by Spain, the Catholic Church, along with landowners, became very powerful in terms of being able to acquire land and uh, just its influence in society. How did it acquire land? It wasn't necessarily all peaceful. There were cases where some churchmen were taking over Indian land or native indigenous land to protect the natives there, but then in other cases the protection was worse than the exploitation done by the lay Spanish. It very complicated picture. You cannot say that it was overall good, bad, whatever. It was an extension of power, first and foremost. On the ground level, maybe not so much, but certainly at the higher echelons, it was seen as a way to get power to grow that church there. And so it was seen in the in the light of the revolution as something as pervasively wrong with Mexican society as was the landowners, just vast resources there. Again, the land having not been obtained legally, but by right of conquest or right of imposition or right of usurpation over indigenous peoples who just did not have the same land system that the Europeans had, and because of that, they were punished. All right. We've already got land reform. We've got homesteading. I'm not budging off of that one. I don't like collectivization of farms. Just let the people own their own farms and not let them be industrialized. But we do have this state religion here. And if I try to change religious schools, I hover over this and it says, can't do it because you have state religion. Oh. It'll be the same thing for charity hospitals. Well, I could go to private health insurance, but I'd rather jump straight to public health insurance, but we need to have somebody who supports that. Okay. And that's not going to happen as long as the Catholic Church is sort of hanging over us. If I look at like, hey, wait, we could go to legal guardianship. Oh boy, no. Or, well, that's going up to propertied women, but who opposes it? It's the Catholic Church. Okay. What about Social Security? Yeah, they're all for the poor laws, but those are, again, those kind of work with the Catholic Church there. Oops, wrong click. I want to click on the one that says, let's get rid of the state religion. We will no longer say the Catholic Church is like this with the Mexican government. Will this trigger a rebellion? Well, if I go straight to state atheism, it will. Catholic Church are minus 20 on that. I don't want to go there. Total separation, they're just as opposed to that. You might as well have said state atheism, minus 20, and they're a very powerful group. I don't need them radicalized. Freedom of conscience, they just go down to -3. They hate it, but they don't want to kill me for it. And if we open up freedom of conscience, we then begin to get some other things available. That's the click I make. Have I put Mexico on a path of a Cristero War? I hope not. At the same time, we've got growing demands for import tariffs. And the industrialists actually want those. But I thought they wanted free trade. Well, no, they want laissez-faire, but not free trade right now. If I don't give them what they want, then I take a -4 hit on rural folk industrialists and get a +2 on petite bourgeoisie and intelligentsia. Well, both the petite bourgeoisie and intelligentsia are already very high. The rural folk and industrialists are kind of in the middle. And if I go with implement the tariffs, I don't have as bad a radicalism as I did with the other choice. The petite bourgeoisie and intelligentsia, they can deal with it. I get a +1 on the guys in the middle, and we're going to get some tariffs, which, yeah, they're going to help the local economy. They're just going to make it, yeah, they'll make it less efficient, but they'll make money, and that's what you do in time of economic hardship. You justify protectionism, even if it doesn't work. You make those justifications. It's just a desperate thing that makes the people happy, and it increases my progress by 1. So, bang. All right, we're going to ride this one out here. We are going to, you see how fast this is going here, 59, 53, 52. And it just takes 60 days to get to a decision point. And I'm hoping we make it through. If we don't have anybody supporting it, I would like very much for this to succeed. And we get joint stock companies in the middle of a depression? What? What? Well, okay, let's get somebody else who's doing really well. I don't need livestock. I'm looking at ones that already have a green check by them because those are ones that are likely to do well. Fertilizer plants, I'm not really crazy about those either. And you know what I would like, and you can't see it because it's way down here, is the Mexican banks, which gives me plus 5% construction throughput and plus 5% capitalist investment pool efficiency if I can get my financial sector more productive. I kind of really like that one there. And just looking over the others, they're just not doing it for me. If I had the oil company, that one attracts a lot of people. But, well, we'll just see what happens here with the banks. So I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. You don't see it. I hit establish. And you still don't see it, but it's just above my head there. We'll see how productive they get. And, okay, the Qing have sent them into exile. Yeah, they're at 8.9 productivity. They'll get better once we get out of the depression. And now we have desperate allies. Yes, make overtures to the undecided. We love that one there. Raising concerns. Pause there. Intelligentsia versus industrialists. I want to have, and they're both the same. No. The intelligentsia just need to get a grip. They're plus 19 now. Okay, and we'll follow their advice. All right. And we still have unacceptable government, but, well, we had to have taxes raised a little bit. And once we're done building these admin buildings, we're going to be okay, and we can maybe cut back on the taxes there. And, yeah, we'll do that in Chiapas. And, oh, my gosh. Oh, and as I talk, we're almost ready for another round here. Freedom of conscience debate. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and religious corruption exposed. Ghastly. Plus 10%? Or Salvador Gonzalez? He is the head of the rural folk. Changes. No, I don't want him to become nihilist. Just push it through. We don't need to destroy religion. We just need to cut its ties with government and allow people to do what they want. Oh, looks like China is having a... Wow, that's a substantial revolt there. And then there's a defamatory article. Oh, just ignore it. I don't mind it right now. Is there anything we can get from them? I wonder. If we offered them support, they could give us an obligation. But how many are in that Qing military revolt? 139. We get massacred. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't want to get involved in a war in the middle of a depression, and the other nations might get involved over there. Okay. Well, we got some guys wanting to preserve state religion, and we're now going to the voting phase. It moved along there. I could increase the interest rate, but that's crazy. We're in an economic bust. There we go. Great. Well, they sided with them. What did they get? They want a custom. Oh, golly. There goes my trade deal with China. The Germans got a customs union over Great Qing. A customs union. Okay. That's why we got to protect Latin America. I can't do anything about Asia. I got to protect Latin America. Let the French sort it out with the Germans. In fact, if we look at the market here, the Russians are now in the French market. They used to be in the German market. This is going to lead to war over there, and I really don't like that idea. Well, okay. The government blamed for depression. The whole government. No, actually, Let's have it be Salvador Gonzalez, who is now somehow single-handedly caused a depression. Is the thing we could pick. Except is he the head of government right now? Yeah, he is. Let's. I don't want to drop legitimacy. This will drop less legitimacy, lose less authority, and it's only for 4 years, and he's just really unpopular. There we go. He single-handedly caused the depression. Because that's the way you do it there. Uh-oh. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Okay. 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 They're upset now. Oh, boy. Let's do something about that authority. Yeah, we got to cut some taxes here. Actually, we got to cut a lot of taxes. Let's drop that. I already don't have any, what do you call, the, decrees going. I just have the consumption taxes there. Let's also drop our taxes now ever so lots. We're still making a little bit per term, but now we have more legitimacy in our government. Maybe this will cause the revolution to go away. And it did. Okay. Okay, 25% chance of arresting that man and getting plus 15%, or we lose 10%, 75%. Or we just take a straight lose 10%, but we don't get radicals. Leave him be. Take the hit. We don't need a rebellion. We almost had one, but we cut taxes. just enough time there. Let's get the people some bread. We'll take the hit on expenses. Oh my gosh. And hopefully we have a new election where the guy who becomes elected is more popular than the one we have now that we kind of threw under the bus. As you can see, I'm not building anything. It's a depression. Let the private sector do that. We will remain above the fray. Well, we will go to a new naval system there just to boost our power there. Can we? Oh, we got a few more interests we can declare. Let's go with one in the North Sea. Just why not? Why not? Bureaucratic imbroglio. No, cut through some of the red tape and lose some bureaucracy. Yeah, we'll take that. And it'll be a little slower on the enactment time. But we're in a depression, which already zips it up faster. And it looks like the Germans are going to get their market. There it is. Yeah, German market. Oh, golly. Somehow Egypt is in the Sicilian market? Okay. That's some crazy. Oh, and the British have picked up more of Latin America in their market. Can I get the Americans to join my customs union? Or at least get a trade agreement, get a obligation from them. Or to them, rather. Oh, now we don't even have to give them an obligation. Let's do it. They're in a trade agreement. They're genial towards us. We might be able to protect the United States of America if we get strong enough. Let's look at that GDP again. 45.2, number 9 overall there, but they're at less than 1 GDP per capita. Ours is number 7 overall, and even though we're in a depression, we're back above 2 GDP per capita. Yeah, they need our help. They really need our help. That is so wild. We're so close. So close. No setbacks, and we're in the signing phase. If this goes through, then we can start changing our school structure, changing our healthcare system. We could do things to dismantle the church power, reduce its overall power, and that'll give strength to other groups. And when the strength is reassessed there, we'll get some good things with that. West Africa Company Peasant Revolt. Okay. All right. Hey, breech loaders, go you. Yeah, is that going to make more money for us? Let's take a look. Artillery factory, breech loaders, minus 1.6. Yeah, but we make more artillery. Let's just do that. And we're going to need it eventually, because I think we can now upgrade our units here. No, we can't upgrade them yet. or sorry, it's the first Mexican army. That's Ejército Mexicano. There it is. Upgrade all artillery to shrapnel artillery. And why do we need shrapnel artillery? Well, fortunately, it's not to put down a rebellion. We now have freedom of conscience. Reduces our overall authority. Okay. But we now have reduced the strength of the clergy. I like that. Let's now go into public schools. Why go there? The religious schools give us the Catholic strength and plenty of education access, but the public schools give us the same education access and increase our assimilation rate. And it doesn't mean the Catholics are going to be stronger, but it will radicalize the church. Not the right time to do it. They're still too powerful. Is there? Oh, but what we could do, our voting options are available because we have different people in power. If we go to wealth voting, just the landowners hate it, and that's 4% of the population. Census suffrage will radicalize the Catholic Church. And universal suffrage, I'm guessing, will radicalize and make everybody mad. Let's go to wealth voting. That has very small opposition, very high favor for it. And while that's going, our economy can improve. And as our economy improves, we get more money. As we get more money, we'll get less revolution. Do you see the pattern we're having here? We're going to avoid a Cristero revolt. And we're still going to expand our rights. Now, we're not going to do it at a stroke the way the revolution did it. We first ended that special relationship. Let them decline in power over time. Let them also rise in satisfaction over time as we improve the economy. But by going with wealth voting, we now increase the power of people who are on the outs. Not everybody, but some. And now we're going to get better voting in place. We need to do something right now, though, about our solution here. Let's drop the transportation tax. I gotta lose 200 there, and that'll just be it. Golly, we minus 100 from widespread opposition, minus 100 from the popularity of the president. We really need a new election, and we'll get 200 authorities back. And discord within the petite bourgeoisie. Let's just get the bill passed, y'all. We don't need to strengthen the industrialists just yet. But by doing this, we should be able to get better support in the government, and things will do well. We have -2 on the boats here, but we're building a shipyard. Oh, shipyard. No, I need a port there. Oh, a leadership challenge. I've had 2 of these, and I know it's not broken. They want to take basically the caudillos want to take over different factions. If I trust in the heroism of General Zaragoza, then that'll increase the thing by 100. That's 100 months, or 9 or 8 years. Yeah, 8 years. Or I could knock 8 years off that ticking time bar there, and just say they're under civilian control, and whack, that goes down. We now need only 444 months to go. Yikes. So just under 40 years and we'll be free of caudillos. We really need more of those events. In fact, 5 of those would just be perfect. As it is, the caudillismo is reducing by 1 every month. It's not static, so this is good. As far as our confidence is coming back up. We may be coming out of that depression pretty soon. We are at 86.9. We're going up at almost 2 per month. We're coming out of things. Our growth is improving. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I just keep saying that to myself. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. And speaking of going to get there, how about that wealth voting? Are we going to, next phase, sweetness. Awesome. The violence of the Cristero Rebellion was really horrific. It started off with the Mexican government just crushing the Catholic Church, and they were very unpopular as a result of that. But then when the Catholic faction responded by massacring government forces or places that were loyal to the government, they became just then the popularity just flip flop back. If both of them are massacring each other, why support one over the other? For any other, for emotional reasons, it was just cold hard politics after that, and the Cristeros were eventually able to get a working arrangement with the Mexican government. Uh, it, Still not perfect. The Constitution still has some very strict restrictions on where religion can be performed. It has to be inside a church or temple or something, not out in the streets. Again, this is why the Pope, when he had his big assembly in Mexico City, was technically a violation of the 1917 Constitution. And we've got 15% more support for wealth voting. That's wonderful. If you notice, the Catholics have gone from -10 to -4 as we're enacting this policy, and as the economy improves, we're reducing our total debt. Our standard of living is coming back up again. More money, less revolution. We're at 2.17 now on our GDP per capita. That's some great growth there. During the Depression set us back, but we've been able to grow through it all. In fact, the Depression is almost over, which is going to increase the time it takes to pass wealth voting. But back to the Cristeros there. I want to avoid that violence. I want to avoid that tension between the church and the state. I want it to be where there is, if not a harmony, like I said, an understanding. And by the way, we just got the new steel process there. We need 400 more steels. Let's see what that does. If we go to open hearth process, we get 121 more steels, and our factories become more profitable. You betcha. It's going to mean we need more, or fewer tools, less coal, but more iron consumed. Okay, well, that's fine with me. We've got plenty of iron. Oh, wow, we need more clothing factories? That's interesting. Our textile mills are already doing his top job there. Oh, we finished our depression. Recovery is on the horizon. Hurrah! We get more loyalists, and we get more progress on mutual funds. We've learned from our depression, so that gives us research for the next financial technology. I really like that part here. Like, now we know what to do. Next time, let's have some ability to change our minting rate. That should help there. So huzzah on that. As for the duel, Valentin Zapata is petite bourgeoisie, and Tomas de Cos is intelligentsia. I'll let them fight, or we should stop it, or we should ban dueling. Armed forces get -2, intelligentsia get +2. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just ban them. I wish there was like a law you could have ban dueling, and then you never get those pop-ups again. We could also ban discovery of rubber. Just so we don't get all the pop-ups for it, or I don't know, or automatically accept pop-ups. Anyway, I don't see any other looking at. You see me looking over here because I'm looking at the monitor, not at the camera. Don't see any other little suggestions for improvement, so we'll just keep rocking here. Now you notice that we still have widespread opposition, but let's see how we do coming out of this recession here. Now we've got better throughput, better production, better everything. Let's see how that goes there. And we now are going to enact that by 15% more. Looks good. We're still in economic bust conditions, though. We've come out of depression, but we're not yet where we would consider full recovery. But we're definitely turned the corner. Confidence is now +2.1. We're doing an excellent job there. Once we're out of the bust, we can start raising interest rates. As it is, let's start raising our, if you notice, our banks are now becoming more profitable. We need more of them. We also need more clothing, but let's work on our financial sector, shall we? Oh, do we want to go with more market volatility or less volatility, or more confidence and more volatility? Our volatility is at 25. I'd like that to come down. Let's have restraint. All right. We need about another 700 financial services. We are number 2 worldwide. Ooh, I want to come for the British. I want to come after them. Let's build some more of those financial centers. Let's go to Mexico. And here we are, financial sector. We already got 50 of them. Let's build another 10. Bam. Just like that. We're dropping it. And let's not raise taxes. We'll just deal with our debt here and expand that. We also need some more coal. We need about, hello, we got more mutual funds. As I was saying, we need about 400 more coals. And the labor movement is unlocked. Yes, this gives us more benefit there. This will give us more strength in our labor unions for dealing with the Catholic Church there. And while we're here, we could also decrease minting. This gives us, we just get low minting rate. We get oh, wow. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to. Yeah, well, this will reduce the volatility of the market. It will give us slightly more prestige, slightly less money. This is the one where, when we increase minting, that's where we have a chance of having a hyperinflation by 0.05% per month. Let's not do that right yet. Our volatility is already on the way down. We're okay with that. But yeah, mutual funds, sure. Let's do that after we get the coal made. Like I said, we needed 400 more coals, so Oaxaca's already making them all there. If we sort by earnings, Texas looks like the next best place to do coal. 5 of them ought to do it just fine there. Okie dokie. Yeah. And, the Catholic Church is only at -3. We are ready for the next phase with them. That's going to go very well. All right. Well, how about the USA? Are you guys ready for that customs union yet? -77. Okay, because they're also a major power. Well, if we become great power, then we'll talk. And New Granada, let's... I can't owe them an obligation because I think I already owe them one. Oh. But they are so close to becoming in our customs union. I think if something will happen, but we'll get there, and we'll take them over, because our prestige is on the line. And let's see here about the voting. Yes, we're going to sign that, and then what will be the next law we work on after wealth voting? The economy is taking care of its right. Oh, we got oil. Guess who's going to make some money because he has a Texas. Oh, yes. As I was saying, what's the next law we want to pass? We don't necessarily need to get off of freedom of conscience. Although, it does give them plus 20% political strength of clergymen, but not, as opposed to 50%. That takes away all the clergy thing there on total separation, but it'll also -10 on the Catholic Church. Don't want that. So if we look at switching out of religious schools, that'll be a -10 hit on that. Charity hospitals. Ooh, nobody wants public health insurance right now. But maybe we can go to propertied women. No, that'll make them mad there too. Maybe we do go to breaking their power by going to total separation, and then it won't matter if they're upset about something because they'll be marginalized. We have to consider that, but that'll also make them very upset. Oh, and speaking of being upset, let's offer some support here. This is the Republic of Uruguay, and the opponent is a peasant revolt. Presidential republic. Well, I think what I'd like to do, though, is support the legitimate government. If no, they don't want us to become a subject, well, then I'd like to support the guys. All right, let's support the legitimate government. Well, let's ask for an obligation. Then we can make them into a better friend of ours, shall we say. And for the Republic of Argentina, they're not yet asking for help, but we'll get to it in just a second. Let's send down the Second Army here, and we'll do something to help them out. And while we're working on that, ooh, wow, let's go the revenue here. Do. Fun fact: Smoke on the Water is actually based on a Brazilian bossa nova song. Let's boost that enactment success chance and increase our support for the who's it's there and the intelligentsia. While we're at it, guys, do you want to join our customs union? I see you have base reluctance there. It could be because you're also in the middle of a fight. Yeah, we'll work on that. Okay. How about this Mapuche thing here? Oh, wow. Yeah, become a subject. Argentina will become a protectorate. That will help out quite a lot there. And we get Latvians moving to Texas. All right, all right, all right. This will help expand the Mexican influence in the southern hemisphere here. We'll take care of Uruguay and we'll take care of Argentina. And while we're waiting here, we need to do something about that market. Well, market confidence at 11. That's really good. I say we stay steady on the course there. Once we get this voting thing passed, we will probably have a more popular government, just because they'll like the policies that they're doing better. I would hope. And or something. And then if we get a more popular government, we could raise taxes later. All right. Well, that's going to go well because they really don't need our help there. We just offered it nicely there. The Agrarian Party, I'm not crazy about them. Let's drop momentum of the Agrarian Party. That's the rural folk, and they get 2% of them more radical. Or we make the industrialists more radical. I don't want anti-industrial reaction. Let's just do that one there. And we'll annex the Uruguayan revolt. While he's there, just go ahead and help him finish out. Yes. All right. It looks like we're going to need to absolve that obligation just to get them to feel happier about us. And we got wealth voting. Hey! That helps out quite a lot. And it's during our election. How wonderful. Okay. Oof. We need to get our influence sorted out. We need, maybe because we're just a major power, we need to become a big power. Wow, economic boom, bring out the champagne. Economic boom, bring out the champagne. We're double dipping on that one. Okay, and we got enforce Argentinian rights. Will y'all end slavery there, please? Thank you. Thank you kindly. In Uruguay, I don't really want to ban the slavery there. We'll just... But Venezuela, we could ban slavery. Let's do that. Okay. And that's that. They're done. We'll work on Uruguay later for aggressive campaigning here. Let's... I don't want to... Ooh, the Liberal Party's just going to get whacked, aren't they? But I don't really... too bad. We'll just give them the momentum there. Now we're in economic boom. We've got high confidence and... oh, wow, we got 120K per week. Let's bump that interest rate up just a wee bit there. That'll reduce our volatility, slow our roll on our confidence there. That's fine. And overly enthusiastic partisans... Crack down on the Catholic Party. Shame, shame. Shame, shame. All right. Oh, wait, we should be passing a law right now. Or should we just wait for the election to finish? Let's do that. And let's see what we get in terms of government. Valentin Zapata of the Petite Bourgeoisie are there, and that gets rid of Salvador Gonzalez because, frankly, nobody could stand his guts there. We're at 60 on our government. Any of these reorganizations gets us down to 58. Let's not do that. Let's stay where we are. The Catholic Church is neutral. We've done a good job of bringing out the economy. I think I'm just going to keep things the way they are and maybe not build things for a while. Let the private sector handle that. And if we can reduce our interest significantly, we're paying $30K per week on interest. So if we just keep paying off our debt, that'll reduce our interest. We'll snowball it. We talked about that before, and then we'll be able to have a very sound financial footing there, and maybe expand things like military force, navy, in order to grow out our economy and such. As it is, we have a better guy there. We can now declare a few more interests. I choose what? If we get involved in other people's plays, that could be interesting. Or other regions. We don't really have any colonial interests, but well, you know what? Let's just we're interested in the USA in general. Maybe we could make them our cousin. If we take a look at our diplomatic actions, change to our customs union. Well, no, not them. Chile. Why are they making these suggestions? They're all minus 85, minus whatever. What about joiner? And then it says 8 here, but not really. Or we already have 8 in our customs union. I get it. Okay, that's how it works. I think I know why the Argentinians came into the Mexican market. They're surrounded by the British one. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. If there was just a way we could get the Americans to join. It's minus 80. Probably because of their GDP and their major power rank. But they are friendly with us. Let's just leave it where it is. They're not going to start anything. And if they slide in their power, they slide in their power. Well, it's a long-term thing. Right now, it's almost 1880. And we are at 2.67 GDP per capita. If we go with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rule, we're almost at 3, almost. And that's where Belgium was in 1858. Of course, they're now at 6. Well, I don't have a thing for 6. German Empire is almost at 5. British have exceeded 5. So yeah, 1880. That's if you're at 5 by then, you're doing a really good job. The French are at 4, right around 4, and we're right around 3. This could be good stuff here. We're definitely increasing in population. We're definitely getting a really good GDP here. We're 20 ahead of the USA, and we're about to. We may do what the USA is known for doing and boom out. We've got the oil. We've got the financial services. We are ready to go. We are ready to go with this. Oh, in fact, you can even see right there. That's where we had our boom. We're doing good. Mexico is dealing with its issues slowly, carefully. We're going to pass some laws. What's the next one we pass? I don't know. It'll be something, and it'll be on that path of progression towards better human rights, better civil rights. Let's do something about the rights of women, do something about whatever has the most popularity and the least negative reaction from the Catholic Church. That's what we're going to work on. And it may be no police. Well, yeah, we may. If there's enough support for that and everybody's happy, that might be the way to go. But coming up to the end of this one here, hope all your diplomatic plays go the way you want, and I hope that you do not get cut off in the middle of your sentence. Hey, I made it this time. I didn't cut myself